Welcome to Royal Talks with Lydia, the channel where we talk all things royal. So for those who don't know, this channel used to be called Lydia Ray, and I don't know if it'll go back to being Lydia Ray, but remain as a royal deep dive channel. But anyway, at the moment it's called Royal Talks with Lydia, and it will be about me talking in depth about the royal family. So it'll be a build on what I do on Royal Reporter Lydia. So Royal Reporter Lydia will still remain as a daily, in-depth news channel, and I'll report on it daily for you all. That's not changing at all. So you may have already seen this on Royal Reporter Lydia. Okay, so for those who don't know who James Middleton is, he is the brother of the Princess of Wales and Pippa Middleton, who is the sister of the Princess of Wales. And his parents are Carol and Michael Middleton. He is married to, I think her name's Alzy, apologies if I said that wrong, and they have a son called Inigo. Now, James Middleton has had sort of like a story that he's written into a book, and it's called James Middleton Meet Ella. And it's about his therapy dog Ella that helped him on his journey through depression. Now, it's a very, in my opinion, it's a very hard-hitting topic, anything about depression, mental health issues, because lots of people can relate to it. Lots of people have gone through depression or mental health issues, and I'm glad that people are actually feeling like they can share it, you know, they can share their story, because mental health is super stigmatized at the moment. So I'm actually glad that people are having like the courage to come out and speak openly about these problems, because they're not something somebody should be ashamed of, you know. So I'm glad that people are coming out and feeling like they can speak openly about mental health conditions. When it comes down to James Middleton, I think it is going to be one of those very hard-hitting books. Obviously, as I said, it covers depression, it covers, sadly, Ella, who is sadly no longer with him, sort of talking about her legacy, the legacy that she left. I think it's going to be talking about how Ella, who was his therapy dog, helped him, you know, get through depression, and how dogs have helped him get over his mental health difficulties. So it's a very hard-hitting book, but it's also a memoir, you know, it's also recounting his time with his dog and how his dog basically saved his life, because that's basically what the title of the book is. Okay, so you're probably wondering, okay, what was the encounter that George, Charlotte and Louis had with James's new girlfriend, Alzy? Okay, so when it came down to them meeting, according to James, so James was staying at, I think it was Bucklebury, and they came home late and Alzy was with him, and apparently they came home and they decided to stay at his childhood home, Bucklebury, obviously. It was probably quite late at night because they didn't go anywhere else, they just went straight to bed. And they didn't realise that the Prince and Princess of Wales and their 3 children were staying for the night, for the weekend as well. Now, James was apparently woken up by 3 children giggling, obviously George, Charlotte and Louis. And he opened the door, obviously, as any uncle does, you know, hush them because Alzy's, you know, sleeping. Apologies if I said that name wrong. And yeah, he brought them downstairs, you know, saw the Prince and Princess of Wales who were eating breakfast. This was in the morning, just to let you know. She woke up, came downstairs, and then James introduced Alzy to the family, introduced Alzy to George, Charlotte and Louis. And then from there, the rest is history, you know. They obviously got on with her. She's a lovely lady. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, apparently according to him, it was like she'd been part of the family for ages, which is always lovely to hear when your family get on with someone you're going out with and then eventually going to marry. But yeah, and they all got on, and that was basically the story that was mentioned in a snippet of his book, According to the Hello. James has always been quite close with the British royal family, and in particular his sister's family, the Wales family, simply because he has a strong relationship with his sisters, and he gets along with them really, really well. He has involved himself in giving dogs to his family. So for instance, the Prince and Princess of Wales had Lupo, which was from James. Sadly, Lupo sadly passed away in 2020, I believe. We don't know what from, but we got some news that sadly he had died, which was really, really, really devastating because he was such a lovely dog, as any dog is. And when it came down to their next dog, Orla, she was also given by James Middleton, who was breeding the dogs. So yeah, they get on really well with James, and that's very evident with the fact that they they spend a lot of time behind the scenes with wider family. They're just like a normal family, you know? There's not really much of a difference with the fact that the children were excited to meet their uncle's, you know, new girlfriend who is now their auntie. You know, it's sort of like any child. They're just carefree children. Now, I think what this says about the Prince and Princess of Wales is they are just a normal family. That's very, very clear in anything that the Prince and Princess of Wales do, or anything that comes out about the Prince and Princess of Wales and their 3 children. They're all very normal, you know. They're just, for George, Charlotte, and Louis, they're just children. They have that normal sort of childhood, you know, that they have in private, but they also have that royal life. They also do have a lot of training to do for their future roles as royals. But at the end of the day, they're just children. You know, George is 11, Charlotte is 9, and Louis is 6. So, you know, they're all just children. And I think that the fact that this story has come to light now because James has obviously mentioned it in his book, I think that, you know, it just highlights that George, Charlotte, and Louis may be royal, but they're just like other children. I think what I got from this story was that George, Charlotte, and Louis were obviously very, very excited that they could see their uncle. They see their uncle quite a lot, I think, because their uncle plays a big part in their lives. So yeah, I hope that was really interesting. A little bit more of a deep dive into the video posted on Royal Reporter Lydia if you wanted to know more about that story. If you have any more videos you'd like to see on this channel, let me know down in the comments. And if you'd like to see more royal news, make sure to subscribe to Royal Reporter Lydia as well as subscribing to this channel where we dive deep and I take you on my adventures as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for joining the channel, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!